Hey everybody, Melanie here for Living in the Crazy Lane. How are you? Well, this is something I saw online and I want to kind of nail an issue I'm seeing. The fidget spinner craze. Originally used for children with autism, sensory deprivation disorder, ADHD, stimming disorders, something where you need your hands to constantly be going, flapping your hands, the traditional. All of a sudden, it's a fad. It's a craze. It's a trend by the neurotypical. Now, I'm not trying to say these are bad things, but there's a problem. Yeah. You're probably seeing it on Facebook. Parents like me are getting irritated when we see parents who get their kids the fidget spinners and their kids are putzing around in class, not paying attention, and all of a sudden the fidget spinners and all that are banned for everybody up to including kids on the spectrum who they were designed to help. Now you're seeing the problem. Why maybe parents like me are going up in arms. Yeah. You see, here's the thing. I don't have a fidget spinner, but I do have a fidget block. I don't know how to work it that well, but you see, it is one of these things. It's to kind of keep their hands busy, to keep them focused. Yeah. Now, before you start getting up in arms and thinking, oh, God, she's against the neurotypical. No. But I am saying this is not the first time, and definitely probably will not be the last time, that the neurotypical community takes something that is meant for the disabled community and makes it theirs. Yeah, we have an issue then. I see people posting pictures of their kids fidget spinners of how cool these are, when truth is they aren't that cool. No offense here, they're quite annoying looking. And in short, all it is a STEM toy, something for a sensory seeker to seek sensory issues with, to get them to focus. Keeps the hand busy, gets the anxiety away. Again, used for, dare I say it, autism, sensory deprivation disorder. And the neurotypical, they like it, so they turn it into a trend. Yeah, there's an issue. It's like the issue of the weighted blankets. Please excuse, this is gotta get into the wash, and it has Tinkerbell on it. It's a weighted blanket. I actually got it from a friend of mine to try it on Matthew to see if it would work, which it does. However, I want you to think, how many people do you know who are not on the spectrum who have a weighted blanket just because they like how it is? Yet, there is somebody who is on a waiting list, a very long waiting list, who has sensory deprivation disorder, because this is supposed to simulate what Temple Grandin's hug machine did for her. It's a calming thing. I cannot tell you how many times I have come across instruments that are used for children on the spectrum being used for neurotypical. Before you say, what, we're not allowed to? I'm not saying that. But I am saying, please remember what they're actually there for. They're not there for your child. They're there for a child who is disabled. It's like, okay, we all love the tablets. We all love having a tablet device, right? I do. I use mine all the time. Now, before you think, well, now, originally, the tablets were originated for everybody. But back in 2010 and 2011, it was noticed it helps people who are on the spectrum, especially nonverbal autistics, be able to communicate. They have a voice. Now, do you see now? There is a little bit of a silent epidemic or a war going on right now that you're not familiar of. While you're getting your kid the fidget spinner because it's the hip toy, you don't realize what you're doing. You are, one, giving your child something that will take away their focus in class. If your child is neurotypical, you're giving them something that will get them to not paying attention in class. However, you're also making it to where the school can deny a child who is autistic or ADHD or anxiety or sensory deprivation disorder. You're denying them from having that instrument. What your child views as a toy, our child views as an instrument. Notice the difference. Okay. Your child, this would be a cool toy. Our child, anxiety instrument. Difference. Different things have different meanings for people. However, there is no discrimination. Unfortunately, what will work for our children has become being denied because your children are bringing them to school and not focusing. Plain and simple. It's a double standard that our kids can't comply with. Yeah. I want you to think for a minute. You want your child to have all the hip and cool stuff, which who doesn't? However, ask yourself, am I giving my child something that should be used as an instrument for somebody who really needs it? I always go with the background, my grandmother and my mom both saying, you pretend that you're in a wheelchair and you don't need the wheelchair. Well, you'll find out that you're going to need the wheelchair in the future. Or taking somebody's parking spot that's handicapped. Or taking the guest assistance card because disabled people get into the front line. Hey, I can do that. I can teach my child to fake a disability and we get in the front line. How many of you people have seen that and debated it? Think about it. This is not a rant, but this is me telling people, stop looking at stuff that is originally used as instruments and tools for the disabled and turning them into your trend. They're not meant to be trendy. They're not meant to be hip and cool. They are meant to be there as a tool for a disabled person. The fidget spinners. Oh, yeah. Whoever created that one, I'd love to talk. I think the Autism Society of the United States would love to talk to you because you just made our job harder. Yeah. Because those are meant to be tools and instruments for children like ours to keep them focused. Keep their hands, they're stimming, doing something, and they're able to focus. All of a sudden, everybody's doing it and taking it away from them. Think about it. Here's where I'm going to end this video is we live in an unfair society. The neurotypical are what? Normal development. It's nothing against you, but this is what it is. It is normal development process. That's what neurotypical means. It's a normal developmental process. But it seems like lately the people who are developing at a normal rate have no compassion to those who aren't. But they have no problem taking things or taking tools that are meant for them. For example, a weighted blanket. Because, it has extra weight. It feels kind of cool. For a person with sensory deprivation disorder, it calms them down in an anxiety moment. And believe it or not, that's detrimental. A person who is autistic, they can't calm down so easily. I want you to think when you're getting ready to hop on the latest trend, is it worth it? Is that fidget spinner that you're getting your kid as the hip toy, in the future, could you be taking something away from somebody who really needs it? Because think about this. A lot of people go with the mindset lately of, well, not my kid, not my problem. Here's the thing, though. It could be your kid. It could be your nephew that has something taken away from them. Think about that for a minute. Now, like I said, my kids, they don't take these things to school. They don't need it. I just got this, and I showed it to Matthew. You want to hear what his response was? That was it. He got more out of this. Okay, and I got this for free. $8 for this. I know, I wasted my money. Okay, so fidget spinners, they're cool, they're neat. They are not a toy, they're an instrument meant to calm somebody down. I am sorry to all my friends and family who are on the trend wagon on this. This is one trend I'd like to see die down because that is meant to be a tool. It's not meant to be a toy. I am sorry. But I don't care if you dress it up like Batman, have it light up, or make crazy sounds. It is a tool that is meant to calm an autistic. That's all it is. It is a tool meant to calm down someone with high anxiety. That's all it is. It is a tool that is meant to calm down somebody with sensory deprivation disorder. It is meant to calm down somebody who does this. It's meant to do this. And they can focus. Think about that. If you're hopping on the trend wagon on this, think about what it's really doing. Is it really helping your child, or is it unfocusing them? Because here's the thing. I want you to think for a minute. Ritalin. Stimulants for children. I'm using children, like for ADHD and all that. Those stimulants. And a child takes it, they're instantly calmed down. They're able to focus. An adult takes it, we're like, squirrel! It has the adverse effect on here. Have you noticed that your child isn't focusing? It has the adverse effect because it is not meant for them. It is meant for somebody who cannot focus without something in their hands. Why do you think autistics bite themselves? Matthew bites himself. I'm actually getting him a chew necklace so he can stop biting his flesh and biting that. Do you see what I am saying here, people? Fidgeters aren't exactly as great as you think they are. And I know a lot of people are probably going to hate me on this one or dislike this video. It's your call. But the fidget spinners are meant for those who need it. I am sorry, but if your child just wants it for trend, get them a trendy pair of shoes. Wait, fidget spinners are cheaper. Get them a trendy necklace, or get them a trendy whatever t-shirt. The fidget spinners are not worth the trend. End of story. All they're doing is creating a problem that the disability community is going to have to fight later on. Plain and simple. Well, this is me, Melanie, living in the crazy lane. I gotta get some stuff going. So, You guys have a good day. If you have any questions actually on a fidget cube, my kid doesn't even play with this. Sorry, he doesn't even use it. Stress ball, dollar store. Or you can go to autism events and get it for free. Who knew? Get it for free. Puts a big smile on my face. Or weighted blankets and ask, are they worth the money and all that? You know where to find me on here. Subscribe, ask. Steve and I have no problem answering about these things. In the next few weeks, Steve and I are going to start doing a video, vacation planning video. In the next few days, we are planning a vacation to Cedar Point. So, for those of you who are looking into a vacation on the great state of Ohio, subscribe. We will show you the ins and outs of what we normally do. And we're almost to the end of we're almost to summer. So moms, I hope you have plenty of wine. You guys have a great day. Bye.